they'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now. Brissett.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Out of the gun, Brissett. Fighting room at the 30. Open man is Trey Burton. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Brissett sets to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
It's third and long for Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set, 20. Come on. Hey, let's get this.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, Haywood. I'm trying to collect.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's put him on the button.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And an alley to run. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check. Kings. Up. Hurry.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Hurry. Reset. Start.
First down, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check nickel.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right. There in coverage to get the hand in. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Kill. Hey, alert 33. Alert.
Throwing, Mayfield. Bearing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Flushed out right. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Hey, Team 6. Hey, my time.
Following the interception, Mayfield is going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hatchet.
Hey, alert. Hey, Foxtrot.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, here we go. 58.
My time.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And he's got the hook up to Landry. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
24.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
That's going to be a long day. Switch.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Everyone, we got 4 down. 24 is the mic.
Run. I smell fear in that offense.
Alert 3.
SOS. Pistol. SOS.
Sponge, sponge, sponge.
Hey, alert 33.
52. Say.
Third and long for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 59-yard
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check three.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Silver.
Here's Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Brissett. And it's caught. Touchdown. T.Y. Hilton there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now the extra point. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Brissett now. Complete to Hilton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Brissett on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Brissett now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He's got it to Hilton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, Brissett. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Aho. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
I got you, Pop.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's given his guys a shot for late points, as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hand, oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey.
Real.
You got three down.
One team spell.
Check 13. Show it up. No.
On first down, it's Hunt. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing on 2nd and 3, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Bravo.
Mayfield down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Alert!
Check three.
Point it right. My touch!
Mayfield looks to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he... Another... First down.
Odell Beckham. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Man out. Up. Smooth.
58, boys. 58, Mike. Who that?
My touch!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And now he'll tuck it in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Brissett, he's got Burton here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Paris Campbell, 61 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hey! Get the ball. 24 is the mic. Defense. I got it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, Charlie.
58 to Mike. All day, dog. 58.
Alert, 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 alert.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58.
Hey, Alpha.
58 to Mike.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 3rd and short yardage, Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Come get some. Come on here, come get some.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll throw again. Brissett looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. A good pickup there, 22. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
King.
58 to Mike, 58.
Hurry.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Mayfield to throw it, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Hurry. Motion.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
Mayfield's pass. Thrown away and incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hurry.
Mayfield with it once more. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Flush to his right. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You go General West. You back tight right there.
Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.